in the numbers of Punjab National Bank. 1,310 crore rupees. That is what they have clocked in terms of the third quarter profit. And obviously, this is going to cheer the street because this is coming in way above what the street was expecting. Remember, we weren't going in with very high expectations in terms of the profit or the net interest income. 1,155 crores. That is what the ET Now poll had thrown up, and this has come in as a good surprise. So 1,310 crore rupees. Of course, it was the asset quality that we'll have to watch out for keenly because remember, last time around it had shocked the street, giving in a disastrous gross as well as net NPAs, and the stock had plummeted on account of that. Take a look at the stock. It is rising by and by, so 3.5% higher. Clearly delighted by these numbers. In terms of the net interest income, well, it was expected close to 6.7% higher at 3,773 crore rupees, and perhaps we will see a good figure there. Well, in terms of asset quality, it has stabilized. The Q3 gross NPAs stand at 4.61%. This is vis-a-vis 4.66% on a sequential basis. As we were talking about, it was the asset quality which clearly disappointed last time around. 3,735 crore rupees. That is what they have clocked in terms of the net interest income. So that is pretty much in line with what we were expecting, a little bit lower in terms of the net interest income. Net NPAs also for the third quarter this time around, they have come in fairly stable, 2.56%. This is versus a figure of 2.69% on a sequential basis. It was very low expectations as we were walking into the numbers, especially because of the low asset quality last time around. There was no specific trend in terms of the asset quality post the September quarter earnings, but the management had said that the slippages would continue in line with the slowing economy. Remember, it's structured close to 10,000 crore worth of loans in the infrastructure sector since FY12. In the previous quarter, you had the restructured assets of infrastructure, which accounted for close to 1,740 crore rupees. So that's a component that we'll have to certainly watch out for. In terms of the Q3 provisions, well, they stand at 802 crore rupees. In terms of the loan growth, here's what we're expecting. It is expected to be above the industry trend for the banking sector, so 18%. So we'll have to stand by and watch out for those numbers. The deposit growth is seen at close to 17% for Punjab National Bank. But let's just take a look as to how the stock is digesting all of those numbers, because it seems like on all parameters, particularly the asset quality which was being watched out for, it has stabilized in the third quarter. In terms of the profit figure, that has also come in substantially above what the street was expecting. Vibhav Agarwal now joins in to dissect those numbers in greater detail. A shocker in terms of a good surprise, Vibhav?
Yeah, certainly. Actually, in fact, the surprise seems to have come on the asset quality front, where even their provisioning in this quarter is clearly much lower than their run rate in past quarters and below what we had estimated, which has really driven the surprise on the bottom line front. So it seems that as compared to at least the last quarter, where PNB had seen significant amount of pain, almost amongst the highest pain in the sector, at least this quarter has been better than what it has been seeing in the last quarter or so.
But Vaibhav, the asset quality is definitely a worrying trend. A gross number at least over 4.5% is definitely worrying, and especially in light of the restructuring also that the bank has undertaken. I believe during the first half of the year, they've restructured about 3.5 to 4,000 crores worth of assets. So, if we have this sort of restructuring number also coming into the picture, the path ahead at least looks a bit shaky.
See, actually, the thing is with the PNB, already, the pain in the previous quarters has been extremely high. I mean, they've seen slippage annualized at rates above 6% as well, which is clearly unsustainable. So a lot of the pain has already happened as far as what we can understand about PNB. Restructuring will continue, especially for PSU banks. There will be a second round of restructuring for the SEBs as well. So to an extent, their number for restructuring is inflated by their large SEB exposures, where eventually we don't expect any material losses. But yeah, I mean, even on the industry, on the corporate book, restructuring would continue for some more time. But the point is, directionally, even if there is some improvement, that would be a positive.